I'm Ace. Good to have you here. Let me ask you something. What if you could win search without running outreach, without a backlink war, and without spending weeks pitching strangers? Stick with me for 10 minutes and I'll show you a different path. Here's the thing. Backlinks are useful, sure, but they're also a dependency. If you lean on other people's attention, your growth becomes fragile. What matters more for most small sites is the stuff you control. How pages link to each other, how you label content, and tiny UX nudges that change behavior. By the end of this episode, you'll have 3 practical, repeatable moves and an exact first task you can do tonight. Quick reality check. Outreach takes time, it often costs money, and it scales poorly for one-person businesses. Internal control means durability, faster iterations, clearer ownership, and measurable impact without endless pitching. That's why this matters for solopreneurs who need predictable traffic and conversions. Picture a niche how-to site, 50 scattered pages. Instead, map 3 pillar pages that answer broad user intents. Then link the deeper how-tos back to those pillars with a simple anchor template. Predictable anchors help users and crawlers. You might be wondering, is that enough? Short answer, often yes, right. Let me give you a concrete example so this isn't abstract. Say your niche is local bike repair, pillars for basic repairs, maintenance schedules, and troubleshooting by symptom. A how-to like fix a flat in 5 minutes links to the pillar with an anchor like basic repairs, fix a flat. That predictable pattern helps users find context and gives crawlers a tidy topic map. I did this for a small neighborhood guide, no backlinks, just structure, and clicks rose within 4 weeks. Think of internal linking as an internal economy. You want a few pages that collect attention and a clear flow that moves users from discovery to deeper pages to small actions. Templates make this repeatable, consistent anchors, predictable related links, and a lightweight taxonomy so nothing feels orphaned. Next, signals. Structured data, micro conversions, page speed, and tiny UX nudges change how people behave on a page. Add the right schema, article, how-to, FAQ, breadcrumb list, and you're telling search systems what each page is and how it fits the site. Add an inline tool or a quick checklist, and users stay longer. Those 2 things together move the needle. Quick wins. Mark step-by-step procedures with how-to schema. Add FAQ schema to pages that get follow-up questions. Use breadcrumb lists so hierarchy is explicit. Have that with a micro conversion, a one-click print button, save for later, anchor, or a small estimate tool, and you nudge behavior without asking for an email. But don't overdo schema. Deploy the simplest verifiable markup, validate it, and then watch for noise. Use Google's rich results test after you add schema, and keep an eye on Search Console for errors. Start small, iterate. Maintenance, where work either compounds or collapses. You might be thinking, I don't have the time. Fair. So automate the boring stuff. Run a weekly link check, run a monthly sitemap refresh, and every quarter prune or merge the bottom 10% of pages that never get traffic. Small AI tasks fit here perfectly. Short prompts that update a last reviewed line, refresh stat numbers, or generate candidate FAQ entries you then review. Don't auto-publish whole pages. Use AI to create drafts you curate that keeps quality high and work efficient. So what do you actually do in the next 24 hours? Quick, prioritize steps you can finish tonight. Tonight, run a quick crawl and fix the top 10 broken internal links. Then, pick one page that already gets the most impressions and treat it like a pillar. Add 3 contextual internal links from nearby how-tos. Finally, add FAQ schema to 5 pages where it feels natural and validate them with the rich results test. For a 30, 90, 180th horizon, 30 days, finish your internal map and patch broken links. 90 days, Implement core schema types and a couple of inline tools. 180 days, prune low-value pages, automate monthly schema refreshes, and run a UX pass on your templates. Prioritize by impact per hour worked. Common mistakes I see: chaotic anchors that bury pages, bulk inserted schema without validation, and chasing vanity metrics. Measure 3 KPIs that matter. Crawl depth. Are important pages reachable in few clicks? Internal center. Are related links actually getting clicks? And micro conversion rate. Small actions that prove engagement, like downloads, print clicks, or tool use. Those tell you whether your internal changes are working. Here's a brief case. A faceless local guide had thin, scattered pages and almost no backlinks. We reorganized content into 3 pillars: standardized anchors, added how-to and FAQ schema, and put a small reservation widget as a micro conversion. No big backlink wins, but organic clicks and time on page rose, internal center improved, and visibility for long-tail queries climbed steadily. The single most impactful step you can take tonight: pick the page with the most impressions and treat it like a pillar. Add 3 contextual internal links. Insert a short FAQ with schema, and make sure the first content block proves value in 10 seconds. That page is your experiment. Measure before and after and iterate. Let's connect the dots. You don't need a backlink war. You need a system. Tidy internal architecture that funnels authority, clear, honest schema that communicates intent, and small UX wins that change behavior. Those moves are repeatable, measurable, and doable for a one-person team. Check this out. If you do one thing tonight, make it internal links plus 1 schema type. Run a quick crawl, fix the worst offenders, validate the markup, and track crawl depth, internal center, and micro conversions for the next 90 days. Small changes compound. If you want more systems, first playbooks that fit a one-person schedule, subscribe, and I'll send the next exact first step. I publish tactical, low-noise ideas you can test in an hour or less. Well, that's enough to think about for today. Appreciate you spending a few minutes with me. I'll catch you in the next one.